You know, guys, I was just thinking about how small of a deck builder game this actually is. That, like, after the first leg, you have, like, a 9-card deck. The whole squirrel system, the separate squirrel pile, is, like, a really interesting system. The only, like, deck builder game I can really think of that works with smaller decks in a way is Dicey Dungeons. I kind of think of that as a deck builder. But yeah, welcome back, guys. I'm the Comic Foil. I forget what the deal with the cave was. And then does this just get rid of a card? We've got a lot of symbols that I don't know the meaning of here. Let's go this way first, because I want to see what this is. I know I've gotten this before, but I don't remember. Okay, the Trial of Power. Oh, right, it's gonna be a, like, draw 3 cards from your deck, see what you get. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 4 attack power combined to pass. The Trial of Health. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 6 health combined to pass. The Trial of Kin. 2 of the 3 drawn cards must be kin to pass. I guess that means have the same tribe. Okay. What am I actually closer with? I gotta... Oh, cool. That's great that I can actually look at my deck when I do this. So, 2, 1, 6, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2. So I think I have a pretty good chance I might actually be guaranteed... Okay, no, not with 6. I'm not guaranteed, but I have a pretty good chance if I do the Trial of Power. I mean, if I do the Trial of Health. If I do the Trial of Power, there's a lot of ways it can go wrong. I might draw Grizzly and then win automatically, but I might not. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is Trial of Health. Let the Trial of Health begin. Yeah, look at that, I doubled it. 3 from the Stoat. 3 from the Ringworm, 6 from the Grizzly. You have passed the trial. Okay, so I either get a Rattler with the Ant Spawner ability. Interesting, okay. I get the Pronghorn, who has Bifurcated with many lives. When the card bearing the sigil is sacrificed, it does not perish. That would be good. Or, whoa, Corpse Maggot. Oh my gosh. Corpse Eater. If a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing this sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. Wait, if a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing this sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of a freebie. And this also becomes a freebie, but I have a lot of things that cost more than 1 to sacrifice, and I need 2 blood to play this in the first place, but it's Bifurcated Strike. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pronghorn. That seems fun. Okay, let's see what this is. The decrepit woodcarver appears before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. Oh, this is the same thing, okay. So we got something for insects here. I like that I get to keep the pieces that I have, but I think I can only have 1 totem at a time. So I'm gonna take this. Okay, yeah, I can only have 1 totem active at a time, so I'm gonna keep my squirrel totem. You hunched down to place her offering in your pack. When you looked up again, the ancient woman had vanished. Okay, and let's get into another battle. Guys, we're gonna beat the angler this time. We're gonna do it. Okay, Long Elk is here for 4. River Snapper, Ringworm. Got Kingfishers, and we got a Beehive. Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, a bee is created in your hand. A bee is defined as 1 power 1. So wait, somebody was explaining to me in the comments, is it if I hit the Beehive, like, is it always in my hand? Even if it's his Beehive? Because that certainly sounds interesting. Whoa, hey, that's been changing. That wasn't like that before. Oh, I get it, it was his spine. And it's only just gone to his head because it's a Long Elk. When a card bearing this sigil deals damage to another creature, that creature perishes. Pretty cool. For the sake of kind of messing around a little bit, I'm gonna play the River Snapper here, and I'm gonna see what happens when it attacks the Beehive, because that's what we have to do in this game. We have to experiment, we have to try stuff. We have to learn all the hidden mechanics, so even if that puts us 1 tooth behind for now, I think I want to use one of my pocket squirrels. A little bit unfortunate. I really can't afford to let these, I can't afford to let these Kingfishers keep hitting me. So... Oops. Or rather, I can't afford it without, bringing out other things to meet it, so... Good play! Yeah, so at least I'll be kind of, like, doing some damage back as I go. Yeah, I get the bees. That's cool. Okay, and did Stinkbug lower this Kingfisher's power to 0? I think that's what I saw. It happened a little fast, so I didn't quite make it all out, but, okay, so we got the Otter coming in. The Otter does dive, but it attacks normally, unlike the Kingfisher, so... Stoat is here again. So I think what I want to do is I want to play a bee. I want to use the bee to play the Stoat. I'm going to try and build up some bones. And then we will go from there. I kind of wish I took the Ringworm instead, actually. Yeah, let's see if we can get something better to sacrifice in. This costs 3, but by doing that, I'll get more bones, and then I'll have Long Elk out. Which would be great. So I'm gonna get rid of Ringworm, River Snapper, Stoat. Put you there. And now I can also play Long Elk, who's not going to hit anything, so that doesn't really matter, but it's something, I guess. Oh yeah, I should have put that where the Otter was. Okay. I should have played the bee also, then. Let's head over here. Bullfrog. Reginald? Oh, hello, Reginald. You have the touch of death. And we got another mantis. Guys, do we want more mantises? I haven't gotten to really play mantis yet much. But I think I like mantises. One 3 death touch is good. But I think I'm gonna take the mantis. The crackling fire lit the starving faces of a group of survivors. We have not food, one said. But perhaps one of your creatures will join us? Enhance its power? Said another. Choose wisely, please no. Okay, so I have all of my choices here. So I'm gonna try the same thing. I'm gonna put Ringworm again, because that will also give Ringworm power. The power of the Ringworm was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, he withdrew. Okay, so this hasn't really done anything yet. I've just kind of powered up a crappy creature, but guys, this is gonna pay off. This is gonna pay off big. I'm gonna make these guys eat of Ringworm like idiots. Bees coming in. So bees fly. Famously, bees fly. What is it? Bees flying because they were never told they couldn't. Okay, and that's going to also allow me to play Mantis without actually sacrificing Pronghorn, which is very cool. Yeah, pretty strong start, I must say. Get wrecked. I have the most exquisite pelts. I don't know if I ever had a voice for the Skinner. Is that what we're calling him? The trapper. The first one's free. Okay, I'll take that rabbit pelt. Much appreciated. Oh, once again, I could have spent teeth and I didn't. I made that same mistake last time. Yeah, I'm surprised I messed that up again. Are we gonna keep doing our crazy... I want to see the ringworm work. I want to prove it works. A warm light of a campfire was a welcome sign. Though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm creature by the fire? Okay. We're about to make a really tanky ringworm. Survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced the power's health. The creature's health. Spawning a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your ringworm. Alright, well, it's a 1-5 now. Let's see what totem you have. And... okay, so what do you have? It's the sprinter ability for all birds. I hate kingfishers. You know that? Kingfishers are really freaking annoying. Okay, tree's gonna block you for a little bit, and then... I guess... putting a mantis here would be smart, but I think the first thing I should do is play a grizzly, because it's just so much damage. So... yeah, that's just gonna keep me ahead in the damage numbers. Okay, the Kingfishers can't actually sprint because there's too much stuff in the way. I think I want to keep it that way. Let's get a squirrel. This is like kind of a silly time to use a squirrel almost, but it's not because having a mantis out here is going to be great. And it's protected by a stump, so it can just kind of keep doing free pot shots. If I power up mantis, that would be really good. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty good. What is this one again? You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Take your time. So do I want a kingfisher? Do I want a turkey vulture? Turkey vultures I can't play with the squirrels, though, is the thing. River snappers are now much easier for me to get out. Wolf cubs, there's not really a point to because I can play wolves in one turn by sacrificing a squirrel, so there's not really a reason for me to do that with a wolf cub. I don't want the rabbit pelt that much, so I'm kind of excited to get rid of that. I guess it does body block something for free. I don't want the kingfisher. Screw the kingfisher. Let's get crazy. Let's take a turkey vulture. These pelts are most excellent. My thanks. Okay, we got... oh, mushrooms. You found yourself among a grove of thick and pungent mushrooms. You squinted to see a figure through a thick cloud of spores. We are the mycologists, yes? Yes! Oh, they're freaking... they're budding. And we are performing our experiments from... far from... We are not welcome elsewhere. We will experiment on your flock, yes? We will need 2 of the same creatures. 1 for each of us. I don't think I have 2 of the same creatures. Oh, I have 2 mantises! I have 2 mantises! Ho 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 ho! I think this could get messy. Look away! Double mantis. The mantis. It is now 1! Double mantis. Clear across the sky. What does it mean? Let's finally... I've had enough of the angler. We know not to deal with the bait now. You beheld an immense man slouched beside a mucky pond. He appeared to be tearing hunks of flesh from a fish corpse. Some chunks were thrown back to the pond, where a few ghoulish birds snapped them up, and some were sloppily pushed into the hulking man's mouth. You bring fresh fish? Easy choose. Okay. So I can start with an early grizzly. We'll get a squirrel out here to get grizzly here. And we'll get... Okay, so when I finish his first phase, I think all of his monsters still on the field, all of his creatures still on the field, turn into bait. Which will be important to remember. So I'm also going to play the smoke, so I can put the ringworm out. The ringworm can now tank a attack from a shark. So actually I wish I put it here, but okay. We're gonna have Turkey Vulture out in no time, too. Oh, wow, that's a turn 1, phase 1. Go, fish! Oh, no, you throw bait in front of all of my creatures, I see. Well, both of these guys can tank a shark, fortunately. So... I don't think I'm gonna be able to play what I draw anyway. But I'll draw a squirrel next turn. And go from there. Go, fish! Hey, you say that a lot. That's your catchphrase. Oh, right, sharks dive. Sharks dive, so I won't be able to kill them. But I should still be able to, like, one-turn this, right? That might have not been the smart way to do this, but... Yeah, I think I should one-turn, so... And that is the angler down. Your lives are restored. Oh, that would be back to his voice, but you know. Okay. Grizzled angler, defeat the angler. It's funny because I beat him with a grizzly. Okay, Child 13 is here. Works a lot like a cat. Whoa! Urayuli. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation. Yeah, wow, it's a 7/7. Even my squirrels alone can't play those out, but maybe. I mean, I can get close to that with a squirrel alone, and then, yeah. So I've been adding some things to my deck that I can't get out with just the squirrel, like that and the turkey vulture. That might come back to bite me. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Oh yes, I know. Oh, we're in a snowy region. A frigid gust of wind billowed unwelcome into your lungs. Where's the snow coming from? Did he just, like, set up, like, little, like, powders above us? Are there, like, gonna be little bottles of baby powder above the table? The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to the snow line. Okay, I'm just looking around a little bit more. I still don't know what to do about this clock. I probably shouldn't just keep taking more cards. Ooh, Alpha. The Venerable Alpha. Its courage emboldens the creatures that stand beside it. What does that do? Leader. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing this sigil gain 1 power. Ooh. Okay, and we got a Raven, and we got another Grizzly. We got another Grizzly, guys. We can play that. Yes, let's increase the chance of drawing Grizzly. Yes. We'll get an item from here. Oh, hello there. Oh no. You can't use that. Well, now I want it. Failure. To the user. Nothing will happen. This bottle of goo has no use. That makes me really want it, though. Yeah, I'm gonna take the bones now. Maybe it'll help me play Turkey Vulture later or something like that. Okay, so we're probably gonna start seeing some new creatures in this biome. Okay, Moosebuck, and we got a mole! Okay. Moosebuck is dangerous. Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Okay. Not a fantastic start here, but we'll get Pronghorn out. And we'll use that to get a Bullfrog out. So Bullfrog can defend against the Moosebuck for a little bit here. Yeah, I think I want to try and end this before he can do any damage to me, so... Oh, right, but Mole is gonna block. Yeah, this might be a little tricky. Yeah, let's kill the Moosebuck then. Oh, right, that doesn't need... 7 defense. 7 defense, dude. That was a bad move. That was a bad move, I shouldn't have done it. Okay. River Snapper. Let's take the Pocket Squirrel. Say the River Snapper. I don't love what I'm drawing right now. Yeah, this is getting crazy with a lot of different things that move. Pronghorn's gonna be in trouble next turn. I don't love that. Let's hope for a good draw. Grizzly again. Okay. I think I just need to say goodbye to Pronghorn then. Oh. No, because of the movement. Okay, I'm gonna have to think harder about how movement, like, when that comes into play. But alright. It's not gonna come into play for much longer. Okay, so I'll play the squirrel down. Let me think about this. So, whatever I play... So... You're going to attack this, and then if this space is open, then you're gonna move? Or do you have to take a turn to switch directions? I guess let's pay attention to that this turn. Okay. Okay, so it does bounce back immediately. Ooh. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, but this turn, Grizzly's going to kill Elk. I'm not going to kill Moosebuck. And another Elk is going to come in. I need to play something here, otherwise... Otherwise, I'm definitely going to lose. So, I mean, I can hope I draw something good. But I think I might just need to squirrel block here. Yeah, we're gonna squirrel block. I don't want to use my resources. Okay. So with Grizzly here, I stand to do 4 damage this turn. If I can get one more bit of damage on the board, I'm in good shape. And here is the Urayuli. It was a bad time for it because I need a squirrel. No, this is okay. Grizzly's gonna do 4 damage to him. Then Elk's gonna do 2 damage to me, but I'll still be ahead. Moosebuck is gonna do 3 damage to me, to River Snapper. River Snapper will die, but I will be alright. Okay, and I think Pronghorn won't be able to come in this turn. Or will it come in after? No, because the attack phase... They come in before the attack phase. So... Okay, great. Long Elk. Long Elk is good. I'm going to take a little bit of damage doing this, but I think I'm alright with it. Ooh! Oh! Vertebra! When it moves, it leaves a vertebra. That's interesting. Or I guess it leaves vertebrae. Plural. Because there's multiple. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Vertebrae. So does that mean now I can play the Urayuli and just, like, completely blast through the last part of this? That was a good one, guys. That was a good fight. Feels good. Let's go back to the Trapper. My pelts are clean. Have a free one. Okay, so what if I want to actually buy... Oh, golden pelt? Okay, alright. They're free to throw out when I throw them, so... You'll need more teeth than that one. Then, Now, let's keep it simple because I don't want to keep filling up my deck, so I'm just going to save up for when I have another 11 to work with. Okay, so I got to bring 2 pelts. Thanks for your patronage. Okay, so that'll be fun to take to the trader. I don't think I have any other doubles of things. Oh, I do have 2 grizzlies. I do have 2 grizzlies. Do I want to make, like, the Omni Bear? Is that my plan, to make an Omni Bear? Or a multi-bear? No, I want to keep on Operation Ringworm. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power, said a hungry survivor. Okay. I should just stop reading that part because it hasn't been interesting. Okay. Come on, ringworm. The power of the ringworm was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. There is not... Wow. If they do eat the creature, it's a very low chance. It must be bad, though, because my talking cards keep saying they don't want to go. Salutations! Okay, so we got a Stinky effect here. The creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power. Okay, and we got a Mole Man. So it'll move and it blocks flying, and it's a 0/6. Interesting. Stinky Moosebuck is disconcerting. I don't love that. But the best way to start is still going to be Squirrel and then Grizzly. Yeah, I think I want to just try and end this fast. Though I'm going to have the Mole Man jumping in front of the bear, so I'm not going to be able to finish it too fast, unfortunately. Yeah, Mole Man's going to jump in the way of that. Elk Fawn, which is also Stinky, and a Raven are jumping in, so I think what I want to do is I want to take a Squirrel, play the Squirrel to make a Stoat, and then also play Stinkbug. I think is the play. Doesn't really matter where I play the Squirrel. There's just going to be a lot of things coming in, unfortunately. Yeah, even with Stinkbug lowering this, it's still going to... So either Stoat or Stinkbug will die to Moosebuck, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's very good defense, that Mole Man. Longhorn. Bifurcated, Sprinter, 1/3. I guess I'm glad Raven couldn't come in, but this is a pain. I need to take... No, because I might be able to sacrifice, but I'll only be able to sacrifice for 1. I need to take a Squirrel. Stoat is gonna die anyway. So how much do I stand to take this turn? 2? 2 damage, I think? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take 2 damage. I think I'm gonna lose my Stoat. I'm gonna kill the Mole Man. Oh, right, overhand. Damn it. Nice. Very nice. I forgot about, over-damaging. Okay, so I have a Squirrel in my hand now, so I have stuff to work with. You're not who I wanted to see. That's okay. I think we can just go for the win here. So, sacrifice Squirrel and Grizzly. The name of the game is putting you in another spot to attack. Okay. As long as... And, like, if I didn't use any items and I didn't die, I haven't used up any resources. So that's really cool. Though I could have used an item because I have this coming up. Oh wait, no, I have a spot for one item. Okay, do I want something that costs 1 blood, 2 blood, or 3 blood? I think let's keep going 3 blood. Another Grizzly. Another Grizzly, I love it. I love having early Grizzly with this deck, with Squirrel Sacrifice. It's great. Black Goat might be a good idea. I'm not ready to experiment with the goat yet. I want to see more of like what the path is. If the goo turns out to be like really important for something, I'll find out later. But I'm not ready to experiment with that yet. Are you doing another round of Stinky Elks? Stinky Elk singular? Yeah, this is like the same setup practically. Okay, we can do that again. It wouldn't be worth it to pop Black Goat now. Yeah, I guess the question is, though, like, where do I go from here? Because it's gonna depend on what I draw, what I'm even able to do. Okay, what do you have coming in? Another mole and an elk fawn. Mole Man's gonna jump to here, take 4 damage. Moosebuck's going to hit me for 3, and then move over here in front of the rock, which is right where I want him. And then Mole and Elk Fawn are gonna come in. Elk Fawn's gonna hit me for a 4th damage. So we're going to be even again after this turn. So how about we set up more by drawing another card? And it's another Grizzly. Okay. So next turn I could draw a Squirrel, and then I'll have 2 Grizzlies. Okay, so I'm standing to take another 1 damage this turn. Moose is going to hit this boulder. Mole is going to come in. Ah, man. Stupid. Hate them. Okay, and we got a skunk who just has the stinky ability with a 0/3. But yeah, I definitely think the play is to get another bear out here. Yeah, let's get back ahead of the game. I could try to kill the elk fawn, but I think I want to just do damage, so... Okay, I need to learn a little bit more about the, like, order of operations of these attacks. So what's going to happen here? You're going to do 2 damage to the rock. Well, let's go from this way. Grizzly is going to kill Mole. Grizzly 2 is going to do some damage to Moosebuck. Then Moosebuck's going to do 3 damage, not killing the bear, and move. Elk's going to hit the rock and then move. Skunk's not going to be able to come in. So let's draw a card. We got Ringworm, okay. But yeah, pretty good turn for me all around. Okay, and there's another elk that wants to come in. But if we just get another damage... Not just 1 damage, though. We need a... Unfortunately, we need 3. We need 3 damage to really get out here. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? Gonna damage elk, or gonna damage buck, gonna damage elk. Neither of them are gonna die. Moosebuck is going to kill this grizzly. And then push this over here. And then I think elk's going to hit me before it gets the chance to attack. At the end of the owner's turn. Okay, no, at the end of the turn. So then elk's going to hit the grizzly, which won't kill it. Then they're going to both move over here. Also, skunk and elk are going to come out, so they're actually not going to move at all. Yeah, so let's just bring out Squirrel because it's what we want to do anyway, right? And... bring out a really good Ringworm. Yeah, because it's not going to get hit anyway, I don't think. Okay, now this is tough because everything's stuck in place. But if I can get Squirrel out here and then I'll put the Stoat in. Darn it. Darn the stinkiness. I forgot. I guess that's just gonna buy me a turn then instead. That stinks. I'm gonna take 2 damage from the elf, and Stoat is gonna get killed, and then I think everything's gonna get... Yeah. Yeah, and then I think Moosebuck is gonna move over to there. Okay, something's moved, though. Something's moved. Grizzly's gonna finally kill Moosebuck. Happy about that. Let's get... Bullfrog out, and then... Okay, but I'm falling a little behind, but now I have a Grizzly that's unguarded, so that's good. Longhorn's gonna be... Longhorn's gonna kill him next turn. That stinks. Everything about this stinks. Literally everything about this stinks. Look at this. How much am I... I'm going to deal 4 damage. Then I'm going to take 2 damage back. Let's see what we draw. Okay, now this might be good. Bullfrog's not going to do much here anyway. So, no, because if I put Pronghorn in front of Skunk, it's going to have 0. It's going to have 0 to work with. Okay, here's my idea. Take the black goat, sacrifice for black goat, then play Pronghorn. Ringworm's gonna die this turn, but I think I can... So I think I can save this now by just getting a good 2-drop. Or 1-drop. Okay. Okay, 1-drop. It's not the best. That's not the best thing that could be happening right now. Ringworm will block for me at least. I don't know if it's worth it to play Mantis. This is a tough one, guys. This one is tough. I'm going to take 1 damage. I'm going to deal 2 damage to the Elk. I think I'm okay with this. Okay, Ringworm is tanking like a boss. Okay, I stand to deal 3 damage this turn, and that's going to be game. So let's just put a squirrel out to body block. Put Mantis out to body block because it'll actually do a little bit more damage then. Oh boy, that one was tight. Okay, guys, I think I need to call it there. Thank you guys for watching. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's getting tough. The game is getting quite tough. But yeah, until next time, guys, maybe I should see if there's anything else inside these drawers. Yeah, I don't think they would have restocked them, but I don't know. But I'll do that for next time, I guess. Or I'm like almost there. Wait a second. This one I can't move anyway. What does 1 mean? It means it's going to deal 1 damage to whatever hits it. So... yeah, how did I do this again? I solved this before. Okay, well, next time. See you guys later.